Good morning, everyone. Today's the 15th of March, 2017. I just got in kind of a late start here again. Um, as you notice, 58, you got 103 that got executed. So 58 is around here somewhere. Yeah, right there. So you got to take a note of that. In any event, I I was kind of going through all my trades yesterday, and a couple of things that I made a mistake on, and just kind of really going through recap, and I think I'm gonna limit myself to two trades today, two trades. So so we'll see what happens here. Actually, I marked this level because I knew there's gonna be a supply here for a bounce. It's almost 8 o'clock. Anyways, and you can see how quickly see this, what one thing that bothers me about Thinkorswim is that every time there's a huge ticket order, they just quickly erase it, as if you don't want to, as if they don't want you to see those orders. They're hiding it from you. So if this is one of those things they're hiding, and I swear I looked everywhere for the settings and didn't find anything that's going to allow me to keep those huge orders that gets executed. So so if those are things that they're hiding, what else are they hiding from us? That's the question. Anyhow, pretty quiet morning so far. Let's look at, I think there's a um, important announcements today. Today's Wednesday, so you got crude oil inventory. Um, you got all this FOMC meeting, right? So what should you expect as a move today? I'm gonna make a prediction here that I think it's gonna be sideways action all day today until maybe in the afternoon when this begins. Um, you can see spikes in the market. So all these participants here are nothing more than either scalpers or just people still trying to see if they can make money on the market. For that reason, I'm just gonna reserve my bullets here. I only got two today, so and then I'm gonna take quick targets, that rather than um, going for big wins. So hopefully I can get two winners today. Let's see. So yeah, with the crude oil, I believe last week it was made way more than expected. That's the reason why for the drop. Um, let's see. Yeah, so the forecasted amount was, what is that? Doesn't even say here. Looks like zero point 0.6 maybe. Oh yeah, it's right there, 1.1, and then it was 8.2, so it was way off. So now it's 3.3. So I mean, I'm thinking just because of if they accounted for the storm, I'm thinking it's going to be a little bit more. But either way, with the contract, I've seen this before with the contract rollover being tomorrow. What's going to happen is it's just going to put out. You'll see it. Um, so hopefully my prediction is correct, because otherwise I'm going to look like an ass on video. But it's okay. It's good to have some expectation sometimes. At least that's how I've learned how to anticipate price movement. So that's the important key takeaway for this. Now that this thing has been just sideways chop, I got a feeling what it's going to do is that it'll spike up on the first minute, and then it'll spike down on the next minute. It'll just keep going like this. It'll just gyrate. and then finally it'll find its direction, and tomorrow would be a better play. So so knowing that that's why I kept myself to two, because I said I was going to do three, and I traded yesterday. I was trying to short this level, but at this point it was already like what, 2 o'clock in the morning, maybe. What is that? No, this would be 11 o'clock. So yeah, way past my bedtime. So I put on a trade, just kind of set it and forget it kind of deal. Shorted the 42s, thinking you'll at least retrace back to this level right here at 47.95. So I was just trying to see if I can capture 40 ticks. So even that was a loser. So today I'm gonna limit myself to two trades, nothing more. Um, anyhow, okay. Well, I'm going to pause the video here. If I catch a trade, I'll try to capture it on tape. I'll be back. Just a quick follow up here. I still haven't taken any trades. Um, 47 right there, 131. Somewhere around here. So let's see how that's going to react. Or at least if you're watching this video, so there's a 47. See, it's gone again. Executed. So just watch that time, and right now I'm on a 3 minute chart. It's 8:15, 8:17 right now, and see how fast this is going to slide here. Earlier the 51s are just I'm watching the tape really, so I haven't taken any trades. The only thing that I find worth it right now is here 48.73. As you can see, if I enter at the zero line, that's like a 3-to-1 risk ratio right there with your stop at 83. So that's 10 cents. You can even lower this down if you kind of play in the average, or at least sell the highs or whatever. And the only risk that you run into, it's not really a risk, but you know, the risk of not getting filled. If you get greedy, I guess there's a chance that you might not get filled. So if you play in this area, but if you're aggressive, then you take the 48.73 and expect it'll revert back here. So, and 9 o'clock is, or now it's 8:18, so we got about an hour and 15, little over an hour and 15 minutes to the report. So anyways, no trades. I'm just watching it. What I'm doing right now really is really testing my eyes here. Is you know, just measure, find signals that kind of interest me, and then I just measure the risk reward. Like I said, if it's like around 2, around this area. So right now, if this thing had gone to like 58, 54 for instance, and it bounced back from here, then you know I'd take that trade, because there's always a good chance that it gets revisited. So right now, as you can see, you know, the chart is giving me 3-to-1 risk ratio. So would I take the trade right here at 48.73? You betcha, I will do it all the time. So and you know, this past few days of my trading, you know, the market was just moving so quickly, and it was so wicky. I mean, right now I'm on a 3 minute chart, and you see it's just wicks everywhere, and you should expect this on the day before the rollover. It's gonna be wicky. So my strategy today is kind of set it and forget it. I'm not even gonna try to move my stop to break even. I figured if I'm right, then I'm going to make the trade, you know, and other than that, if I'm wrong, then I'm gonna hit it or miss it. So um, but no break evens today. So just because of this fact, you know, because I mean, if you keep moving your stop, then more likely they see the books. So whatever's on here, I'm very convinced that you know, they're seeing all the orders that gets executed. So you have resting orders everywhere, and they're seeing that. Either the machines or big institutions are seeing it. So whoever got the biggest order, let's just say for example, 50, you have a resting order here at like 10,000 shares. So for example, let's just use a bank name like JP Morgan, for instance, sees that there's a 10,000 shares that they can charge commission to. What they'll do is they'll run it up so they can fill that order and then bring it back down. Um, at least that's how I'm analyzing it. So anyhow, no trades yet. Like I said, my bullets is just down to 2 right now. So I'm going to hold off till I see the best trade. So right now, the only thing I see that's good is this one right here, 48.73. So if it ever goes there, I'm going to take it. That is before assuming it's below. It's like around 9:30. So I mean before 9:30, because if it's around 9:30 and spikes up, I might just hold off on the trade just because the spike in 9:30 is just it's too crazy for me. So, but like I said, my prediction is just gonna get really, really messy over here. It's gonna swing, it's gonna gyrate up and down, and somebody who has a huge contract, they try to roll over for the next month, and they try to get rid of this month. They're gonna use all of that to their advantage to get rid of. So volume is going to spike right around those areas. So anyhow, alright, well, enough babbling. I'm going to pause the video and I'll come right back. Okay guys, so while CEO's deciding on what he wants to do, figured I'd do a little commentary on on NC's. So right now it's obvious this thing is, so this is kind of your line in the sand right here. If price trades lower than this, then you can expect that in the future, so if let's just say it comes down, right, and then the next time it comes back up, you can expect that these levels right here would be not only a level of supply, it's also going to be your resistance. And the reason for that is that let's just say you have buyers right here, huge participant buying it up, right? So every time it dips to below this price, someone's buying it by a lot of volumes. So it just comes up, so they can't bring the price back down. So as a result, it just goes up trying to find sellers right here, and then as a result, it's just kind of a narrow path. So let's just focus on this one. So you can see these guys who are buying these and becomes a on the chart it looks like support, right? So these guys are not selling because they're expecting the price to come up here before they sell it, right? So suppose that, I don't know, some bad news caused this to drop in price. This is when they realize, whoa, I am wrong. I have so many millions of contracts that I gotta unload, and I have to reduce my risk. So therefore, I need to unload this. And of course, they're not stupid. They're not gonna get nervous. They're gonna wait for the price to retrace back where they bought it. And of course, they'll call their neighbor buddies who's also rich, saying, hey, if you want to short this, I'm ready to unload it. So, if you have a lot of money and you call your broker saying, hey, I want to sell this, I'm wrong, I'm going to sell it at 23.60, I'm going to sell them all at that price. So your broker wants that commission, so they're going to force that price to come up here, and so that way they can fill your order, right? So what are they going to do? Your broker is going to use their money to bring it up here to start buying it at some level because they know they can sell it. So as it goes up, your broker, all it cares about is commission. So as it goes up, they unload their position as well, right? So when it gets to here, they'll average it in. They'll get rid of all the rich man's position, and then next thing you know, you really don't have any interest. And that's why on the chart it looks like now this becomes a resistance, because really there's no more interest there, because they know the price to go long is wrong. So as a result, if there's no interest in buying here, they're gonna try to find buyers, and then that's why it comes back down. That's the reason. All right, so that's a lesson for today. Since I'm just kind of waiting. I mean, it's. I mean, the price looks so sad. I mean, look, it hasn't moved. I mean, look at this. It's like very poor. Um, but I got a feeling it'll pop. It has to pop. So, anyways, that's just my commentary for today. See, we look at other markets. Gold. I was a little too close on that one. See, the same. I mean, gold would be a really good example, right? So someone bought this, actually used it as support, and then they realized they're wrong. So guess what? They even got aggressive on a very, very close. So when it turns like this, someone bought a whole bunch around. Actually, let's just draw a line. So someone bought something here and they got rid of it. So now there's not really interest there. That's why the prices has gone down. So this is what I mean by, people are gonna wait, or at least big money is gonna wait. So they want to reduce their risk, right? Or they don't want to reduce their loss. So they're gonna sell where they bought from. So their loss is minimal. Anyways, all right. So this thing moved. You guess where it was? 47, right? 47, I said. So look, around this area, accumulation suddenly dropped. So now that's a seller. So they continue to sell it, and I think it's gonna go lower, just because I mean it's very obvious on the opening price, or I shouldn't say very obvious. So as you can see, this happened before. Actually, if let's see, pull a daily. Remember that huge price gap? There was like a Saudi news, I believe, if I remember right. Um, See this price gap right here? Came all the way up and then they just sold it. So on the 1 minute chart, I'm actually expecting the same. It's 1 hour. So that gap from let's see, get a better pricing here. Man, where is my? There you go. So the gap down, and then now it's starting to sell off again. So yeah, I'm actually expecting lower. I mean, this one is very clear right here. Was that 94? So I wanted to make a new low. That's what I wanted to do. Remeasure my risk reward here. But this would be a good place to buy, I'm thinking. And there's like levels. Let's see, maybe we can find something here. See, maybe around this area. Let's just use that wick. So those are the two prices I'm waiting on. Here that I'm gonna also highlight this one right here. I really like this level. potential short. So this is my short entry and my long. I kind of favor this one, the lower one, because that's actually from a retracement. So in my mind, that's already been used up. So this one is a better choice. Okay, well, I'm gonna pause the video. I'll come right back. It's already 20 minutes long. Yeah, um, we'll see. My target is at 52, as you can see. So that puts me into a 3-to-1 risk ratio. So even if I lose this trade, um, my risk reward is always intact. So anyhow, all right. Well, I'll pause the video for now. Um, I'll come back. Before, and I just quickly re-entered at 36 here. Try to get it lower because I know this thing is gonna work. But now as I mentioned, this was resistance earlier. Um, so I'm gonna front run it and sell it at 48.70 right there. So we'll see what happens. I'm gonna pause the video for now. I'll come back. But I had my stop. I moved it 2 ticks from that low. So can't decide whether I should just take 20 ticks and be done with it. So right now my target's all the way up here, and it's 910 right now. So I'm not sure whether I should. You know what? Worst case, I'll just put it to break even. Break even plus one, pay commission. So yeah. All right. Well, I was really hoping this thing would take off, because normally what would happen is that it'll rush to some price and it'll just sit there, and then it'll either pop or go lower. So I was really hoping that that's gonna do that, but it did not. So when my expectation is not met, I tend to get defensive. So that didn't do that. It took its time, because see, I was watching this level right here just rush in, right? So my idea is to buy the pullback or get in on the pullback, and I got stopped out. So I re-entered again immediately because I know there's levels here. So it just needs to break through the 47, because if you remember from earlier, there was a huge seller over here. So they'll have a tendency to resell at this level. So I'm hoping it just kind of plows through it. Anyways, it's 9:12. In the next 3 minutes, I'm just gonna take what I can get. When it hits the 9:15 and this thing just still moves slowly, like I said, I'm just gonna flatten it out and be done with it for today. So, all right. Well, I'm gonna give it a few. I'll be right back. All right, let's keep the net excitement over here. Really want this to plow through, plow higher. Anything, I'm not even gonna be I'm just gonna flatten it. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna give it one more shot here, and I think that's good enough. I'm gonna move it to 45. There. No more worries. At least we're gonna come out to at least a winner, I guess. Really would like for this to take off, but sometimes you just take what you can get. Alright, well, I already got my target. I don't think I'm gonna move it, since I've been not so disciplined lately. I'm just gonna either, actually, if I really want to be disciplined, I'm just gonna leave it right there. So it's either gonna hit or miss, hit or miss. But like I said, once it gets closer to 9:30, I'm just gonna flatten it out if it doesn't get to my target, because I really need to go. So I'm gonna give it. Let's see if I can give it one more shot here, because it's always gonna be 9:20. So this thing is gonna. It might just kind of wiggle around here. See, double top at 54. So it's possible that this thing just kind of play around here. So I'm getting ready to flatten it if it doesn't get there soon. There we go. All right, finally I 2 trades as promised. It wasn't easy, because I lost, well, actually 3 trades. I'm sorry. Remember from the last night's trade, that's why I was negative to begin with. And then I really truly believed in this level right here. That's why the reason why I took it. And I knew I should have just waited for this momentum move. Typically before the Wednesday report, it'll either just drive it to a level, or it just doesn't meander like this. So that's the reason why I took it. Anyways, all right, well, 27 minutes long. Hopefully I put some valuable information there that someone could use. If not, you can always try to message me. All the comment section is open up for anybody who wants to comment, constructive, that is. So let's just keep this channel as positive as possible. Until then, guys, I appreciate the time for you to watch this video. So hopefully there is some lessons there for you. You saw the way I'm handling discipline at the moment. That is truly kind of the chain linked between consistency. You want to be consistent, you gotta be disciplined. So today I really followed it to the T, and I read my trade plan over and over until I get it this morning. So I feel like I'm kind of sort of back from trading today. So anyhow, all right, guys, well, until then, I'll see y'all on the next video. Take care. Tomorrow is a better day. Take care.